Hey guys, so in this video, I'm gonna follow up 6 different stocks. So I'm gonna talk about IREN, SMR, LUNR, LPTH, ONDS, and MRAM. So I'm gonna go straight to the point so we don't waste time. Just remember, this is not financial advice, as you guys know. So let's start with IREN. So if you guys see here in my X account in July 5th, I posted that this is what's gonna be a high probability setup as a short because we had strong resistance overhead. So if you guys can see here, so July 5th basically was here, right? We tested this area and now we're breaking to a downside. And I was talking in previous videos that we're creating ascending channel that eventually breaks to the downside. So right now we're breaking to a downside, and as you guys know, we're in this channel. See how price reacts to the channel. We connect this pivot to this pivot and we reacted here. So this area, it's on the cards on IREN, which would give us around a 30% drop from current levels. And this is a big demand zone because we have this pocket here and we have this channel trend line acting as a potential support. So this would imply like around $10 billion valuation for IREN. It's possible we could get here in the coming month. So just keep that in mind, that after a big drop from the highs, we could still keep dropping more. If I go to a 3-day time frame, I have been talking about that this area over here, it's similar to this one. And as you guys know, like what happened once price got below this 50 RSI level on the 3-day. See, price dropped even more. So right now we're dropping below the 50. So we could have a lot more downside as these indicators are showing, right? So we could get all the RSI back here on the 3-day time frame, aligning with my thesis on the technical side. So I just want to make you aware of the potential downside. And also, if we check the IREN NDX, with the NDX is the Nasdaq taking away financials. We even made a new low on this pair analysis chart. So, I mean, once if IREN gets to this zone, this is a big area where you could potentially start seeing IREN finally again outperforming the Qs. So I would wait to see when price gets here and check the IREN price. So let's now go and talk about SMR. So I was saying in previous videos, you guys could check it, that this support wasn't gonna likely hold. So we retested the area like I was talking about, and now we're getting close to my buy zone. So I talked about in detail on the other video why this was a buy zone. This was the buy area I want. So I expect a potential swing out of this, and we can get a nice quick percentage bounce. But I'm still waiting for lower prices on SMR, just for you guys to keep an eye on it. Now let's go to LUNR. So after the SpaceX IPO, we have been following the price action. I even alerted you guys even before the IPO price. So I posted this on June 11, and this was the scenario I was highly considering on SpaceX. So I said IPO day, we had an initial spike to the upside, and then probably create a lower high, and then eventually like fade, and we're actually having that. So let's quickly go. So yeah, as you guys can see, we had the initial spike, we're creating a lower high, and now we're going down below the IPO price as expected. So that's the other beta names like LUNR are having a deep massive correction, but this is what I like, because once we have a big nasty correction, we can get and capitalize on this short-term bounce that can give us high percentage returns in a short amount of time. So I just normally scale into position, and then wait for the bounce, and then get out and find another play. So that's my style. That's how I swing trade. So see here, we had a massive gap up, and with a massive surge in volume. So once price gets here, at least we can get a short reaction, regardless if eventually we're gonna go lower. So I want to take this move to the upside. Once we get here, I'll analyze in lower time frames to see if I decide to get in or not. But that's something I do live in my live community. So let's take a look about LPTH. So I was talking about LPTH, that we were in an ascending channel that eventually break to a downside, right? So I was talking about that we had massive over resistance ahead. If price gave us this entry, this was an amazing short entry. You could have entered here, but always considering the upside move before the inevitable downside scenario. But we started like cracking here, and I've said this was my level that price eventually was gonna test, regardless if we went first to the upside and then eventually down. But we started to crack down, so we should soon get here. And if this doesn't hold, I mean, this will be the next potential zone eventually. So just keep that in mind on LPTH. On ONDS, it's been pretty clear. I made a video on this, and I was saying this was a key support that aligned with this key trend line. And as you guys can see, I was talking about the importance of this key trend line and support. We try to bounce here, but we finally cracked to the downside. So now we're testing the first demand zone on ONDS, like that I've been talking about. So if we don't hold this, I mean, you guys know the levels. I mean, this would be the next level, and if we don't hold this, I mean, the fives are a real possibility. So just keep that in mind, and don't fall for the hype, right? So we move to MRAM, right? I was saying, guys, we're having a lot of confluence. The oversold RSI and oversold stochastic. Let's put the stochastic here so you guys can see. So oversold stochastic, oversold RSI normally gave us the local bottom, and then we had a big spike to upside. So I'm waiting now to get into this big demand zone we have over here between $15, maybe even $14, so we can eventually the same like dollar stocks, like just get scale in, wait for a bounce, and then get out. That's how you make money in a short amount of time, getting these 30% bounces in 1-2 weeks with a good position size. That's how you make money in the markets. At least that's the style I teach my community. So we're approaching really amazing setups, because you guys are gonna buy at the high probability areas of a bounce, especially once price gets here intraday. Like I said, I go to lower time frames to determine if the area is gonna hold or it doesn't. So just keep in mind, we're close in MRAM to our buying zones on SMR. On ONDS, I want to be more picky because I see more potential downside. So just want to make a quick recap on this video. And if you like this content, please share, follow, and subscribe to my channel.